Right, welcome back, everybody, to our final Usyk versus Fury 2 undercard prediction show. In this one, we have Isaac Lowe facing Lee McGregor. Probably not the best fight in the world, Liam, as we've just discussed off camera momentarily. But look, Isaac Lowe continues to get these spots on the major Tyson Fury undercards. Nick Ball at Wembley. He was on the Wilder 2 at the MGM Grand. It was at the MGM Grand, I think, Wilder 2. He continues to get these spots. Still only 30 years old, which I find it hard to believe. He's been around for quite a while, though. But look, McGregor's ran into a bit of traffic lately, hasn't he? He was highly touted at one point, the Scotsman. He's 14-1-1 now. He's won his last two by TKO, in fairness, but he lost on a UD to Eric Robles Ayala. I remember Liam Davis banging him out in like 2 rounds not so long ago as well. And he had a little draw at your call in there as well. So look, that the hype has left Lee McGregor a little bit, should we say. He's still only 27 years old, so he is young enough to mount another run. But you have to say, especially for McGregor, Isaac Lowe's lost a couple of times in his career. Fair enough, it's to Luis Alberto Lopez and Nick Ball, though, so he's lost to 2 decent operators. But for Lee McGregor, I think this might be kind of, if he loses it, he can forget about any kind of run at, world level, which I'm assuming is still his ambition at this point in his career. Still only 27, but he was with Ben Davison, wasn't he, for a while? McGregor, I'm sure he was.
Yeah, he was when he had the loss. Look, I described this fight earlier in the week as potentially the biggest mismatch on the cards, and as we sit here the day before the fight, that opinion hasn't changed. Look, Isaac Lowe gets on Tyson Fury undercards because he's his cousin. That's the only reason. There must be some clause in Tyson's contracts where Isaac Lowe has to get on the cards because he keeps appearing time and time again.
Yeah.
Look, fair enough. If you've got Tyson Fury to help build your career and keep you off the small halls, then do it. Do what you need to do. But Isaac Lowe beats a certain level of opponent. When he steps up, he comes up short. Or he struggles, if that makes sense. Lee McGregor, yes, he fell short in that IBO world title fight, but all 3 scorecards were 115, 113. So he lost by a round. It's not like he was completely outclassed. He lost by a round. He's also a former British, Commonwealth and European champion. So the pedigree is with Lee McGregor, and I expect that to be true tomorrow night. Isaac Lowe is a tough, rugged fighter, but he lacks any sort of cuteness or boxing IQ or anything other than have a brawl.
And power.
Yeah, and Lee McGregor has boxing IQ. He is cute. He can bang. He can box at distance for 10, 12 rounds, however long this fight's going to go. And that, I think, will be the difference. Isaac Lowe will come unstuck again, and potentially the last opportunity he's going to get at this level as well.
Yeah, definitely. I've had quite a few people, interestingly enough, tell me that they really think Isaac Lowe is going to win this fight. A few people I've interacted with online, a few comments on other videos and things like that. So look, I personally don't see it. I'll get into my prediction now. I think Lowe is tough enough. Fair enough. He got banged out by Nick Ball. He got banged out by Luis Alberto Lopez, but they are quality operators. Former world champion for Lopez and current world champion for Nick Ball. So, anytime he's fought anybody of any note, he's lost or drew. He's had a couple of draws, hasn't he? Ryan Walsh, he's drew too. He's had a bit of a resurgence, hasn't he, Walsh? Yeah, look, for me, if McGregor, I say, has got anything left, he's 27 years old, should have something left. I think this will be a comprehensive UD to Lee McGregor, I honestly do. But I'm doubting myself a little bit now based on what some of these people I've interacted with have said to me. But look, I have to stick with it. I'm going to go with Lee McGregor on a wide points decision. I don't think he'll stop him, if I'm being honest. But if he does, I was going to say that would be impressive, but, be semi-impressive, shall we say. He can bang, Lee McGregor. It's 11 knockouts in 14 wins. He can bang a little bit. So maybe there's a hint of a late stoppage in there, but I'll stick with the UD, Liam.
Yeah, look, I'm happy for this to be clipped up if I get this completely wrong, but Lee McGregor's going to show the disparity in levels. I don't think a case of, does he have anything left? I think this is his coming out party in the sense of, not because Isaac Lowe is some world beater, but on a world stage, this is Lee McGregor's coming out party, and I fully expect him to get a dominant stoppage victory tomorrow night. Probably in the second half of the fight. Look, if Isaac Lowe comes forward like he did against Nick Ball with his with his chin up in the air. He might get caught early, but I think more than likely he gets broken down and taken out in the second half of the fight. I don't see it being close or competitive in the slightest. Liam McGregor by stoppage.
Lee McGregor by stoppage for Liam. Lee McGregor on a points decision for me. Let's see. I think it's either first or second fight on, isn't it? On the pay-per-view portion of tomorrow night. And that concludes the prediction shows. They're all out there now. Usyk Fury 2, all the other main card fights. Liam, we're about 32-ish hours away from what's going to unfold in Riyadh. I just cannot wait now. I wish I could teleport 32 hours and just get on with it. The main event is going to be absolutely insane. Somebody's legacy, reputation's completely on the line tomorrow night. You know, the undercard, unfortunately, a few of the great fights, such as Madrimov and Boachuk and McCann and McGrail fell off. But look, at least we've got replacements. At least we've still got a full card. Big up, Derek. I hope you're well. Another one of our East Coast in America viewers. So he hates how Lowe speaks.
Mate, how he types on social media is even worse. Try reading that for a few years. It's almost impossible.
His social media is a great laugh. Yeah, I hope you're well. Derek, he's got money on Usyk in the main event.
I'm going for Usyk by stoppage, mate. There is a chance I may put a cheeky.
Plays Usyk, isn't it? Yeah, like I said on the live last night, I didn't like that reaction out of Fury at the end. It kind of, you know, felt to me that the mask has come down a little bit. But look, yeah, I'm sure we'll jump on at least once more before the card starts tomorrow to give.
Mate, tomorrow morning we're going to be bubbling over. We're going to need to get on and have a chat, aren't we? We're going to be like kids.
Oh yeah, we'll see the weigh in, and then we'll have to get on 6 a.m. over there, Derek. Wow,
12:15 in the morning for us, so not as bad as when you see us at 3 a.m.
11:46 here. So yeah, no, that's great. Thank you very much, Derek, for hopping on as always. Liam, thank you for your picks this morning. SD at +800. Obviously, go and check out Liam's Fight Night picks as well. That's over on Steve
Please
Talk.
do, guys. Get the views up on that.
Good show with Matt from the Counter Punch as well. So yeah, that'll do it. We'll be back tomorrow, probably for some final thoughts. We'll definitely be back to cover the whole Usyk Fury 2 card and round the year off in style, Liam.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, for all the negative energy that you can still put around boxing this year, when it comes to Saudi Arabia, when it comes to Turkey and Riyadh season, they've delivered on every single card. Okay, I will agree with some of the things I'm seeing on social media that this card isn't as strong as the one back in May or some of the others. But what would you rather have? Boachuk and McGrail getting replacement opponents and still fighting, or we end up with a pay-per-view card with only 4 fights on it? For me, paying $24.99 tomorrow night, I'd rather still have a 7-fight card. So look, you wouldn't get replacement opponents if this was a standard UK show, Queensbury or Matchroom are doing. So enjoy the positives. It's a hell of a main event. It's an interesting undercard and rolls us in nicely to 2025, which gets started on Wednesday, January the 8th with Try After Tire. We don't have to wait long for another fight night, do we? Or 5 million for us.
Thick and fast, don't they? So yeah, looking forward to that. Obviously, Monday as well. Tuesday's Christmas Eve, so we won't be doing anything there. We were going to do a new way, but Monday we will be doing our end of year awards. Myself, Liam, and Jay. So the 3 of us will all pick our own individual winners, and then we'll decide amongst us who gets the overall prize. So there'll be about 10 or 11 categories, and yeah, that should be a fun show. So that'll be live around 7:30ish p.m.
I'm going to dig out my suit then for Monday night if we're doing another
black tie event. It is. But no, thanks, Liam. Thanks, Derek. Anyone else that's tuned in, appreciate it. Let us know what you think of Lowe versus McGregor in the comments, and we'll see you